All right, let's try this again. from the top. Make sure I don't. I actually don't know what the guard layout in the docks is different on every difficulty, and easy just happens to be the most awkward. So my options should still be the same because we're starting again. Yeah, previous. Yeah, that's all correct. So new game. More is easy, but we're playing the Japanese version, so normal, type 1. I reckon the best way of doing this on easy is to come to here and just choke this guard out. And maybe just do the same with that one as well. But that's it. I'm now not going to be bothered by any guards. Oh, I can't do that there. There we go. Do it here. There we go, we're off now. There we go. I should now have 2 magazines. And we are through the docks. The docks is quite the bit of annoyance. At the very start of the very start of the run. See, it's just the guard layout on easy is a bit different.
The bright dot in the middle is you.
I did grab the extra M9 ammo, right? Yes, I did. Good. Cool. So we can get started now. It's dog tag time. Just gonna run to here. Hold this guy up.
Don't kill me.
Kick him out. Wait for this guards. A little bit slow. There's probably a faster way of doing this, but this way is safer.
Please.
This guy up. Kick him out. Probably just go down the stairs, but
huh? Freeze. Help.
there we go. So 3 in the 3 from the heliport. Nicely. That it is a little bit easier on easy than it is on. In fact, actually, I'd say easy is easier than very easy. Very easy's dog tags are a right pain in the arse because it's all about having the guards just spot you in their eyesight and then getting out of the way. On this, it's a lot simpler. And on easy, we have plenty of ammo to use. On normal, you get the guy on the catwalk, you get him a bit quicker. What you do is as you grab the dog tag from the first guard, you bump through him, and him being bumped is heard by the guard on the catwalk. So the guard on the catwalk then runs down to investigate. So you actually nab him on the stairs. It's a bit tight with the timing. You have to turn. You have to like hold him up at just the right spot so he doesn't turn and spot you. So that one's a little awkward. So I actually think
Don't kill me.
easy is the easiest version of the heliport that I've done so far. So I've not touched hard or extreme yet.
Help.
Get this guards. Just take him out. It's safer to take him out. You don't have to, but it is much safer. So that's those two. One thing I am a little worried about in this run is the laser roll. The timing for the laser roll is slightly different on console because it's a little slower. Like the loading times and things are a little slower. So I will have to... I would not be surprised if I make a mess of it. Luckily, I know the backup now. We've been trying to make sure I commit the backup to memory so that I know exactly what I'm doing. If it does go horribly wrong, it's okay. We'll keep going. This is already this is a guaranteed world record as long as I get all 28 dog tags. Because this run has not been done on console before. I probably never will be again. I'm not planning on improving this. I'm planning on this being a one and done whilst it's in my head. Right, can I get through here? Yay! I can do it on console. And to be honest, if I can do it on console, that's fine. I'd rather be able to do it be able to do that skip on console than on emulator. That was nice.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Down slightly. This is more chance that Meryl takes out that guards. I've got blood switched on. There is a lot of blood. I should have turned blood off. Blood does slow down the frame rate a little bit. So yeah, I should have turned blood off, but oh well. Ooh, look at all that ammo. That's wonderful. Oh, game's treating me very well there. Okay, we can split for guarding count now. Oh, I need to have a quick look at live split. Should be it should be showing real time, not game time. That's why there's no time shown up. There we go. Yeah, a bit difficult to you can't do game time with a console game. Pop that C4 down there. I'm try and out of the way because I was a little far over when I did that. Down there. Pop that down there, and it's time for our old pal Ocelots. Shooting and reloading super slow there. That was very weird. I also didn't quite realize just how low on health I was. Oh. 0.15. Me trying to push select and select doesn't work. I have to do the GameCube method. So because the GameCube controller only has a start button, doesn't have select button. In order to use the codec, you hold start and A, or in my case start and square, to open the codec, and start and B, or in my case start and circle, to close it again. Oh. Awkward. Right, so armory. I've got to be fast here, because I need to get around this guy. There we go.
Is there somebody there?
Freeze.
And hold him up.
Don't kill me.
Answer this guy before he
Freeze.
turns.
Help.
Get his dog tags. So this is where I am a little concerned that this is going to be a little floaty. So we'll see what happens. So I would not be surprised if I mess this up. Oh, yeah, I have definitely messed it up because I moved in a really weird way.
Freeze. No. Please. Don't. Please. Don't.
So what I'm going to do here is, because I already knew I'd messed it up, rather than taking the hit, I will grab that guard's dog tag early, just so that we can take out all of these. That is a lot slower, but that is much safer. Because I already knew, because for some reason Snake like turned back around again. I don't know what I was doing with the controller there, but yeah, much safer to just do it that way. I've also noticed my controller's not showing up on screen anymore. Not quite sure why that is. It was at the start. That's weird. The tanks moved. What the hell? Ah! I've never seen the tank move from that position. It's not a headshot. See if I can get it. This is very awkward. I have no idea what's going to happen here.
See how you like this?
I'm going to try my best. Nope, Snake didn't even aim at him. What I want to try and do is just get back to here and hope I can lock it back in place. This has been a very weird tank. Oh my god, he's still not dead. Nope, better run. It's gonna hit me. What the frick happened here? I mean, those are the times where I think maybe I should just now reset, but that was I've never seen that happen before. Right, I'm going to try this bit different. I'm going to take that guy out. Okay, that doesn't work either. I'm now in danger of him calling an alert in. I might restart this run.
I've got him.
Oh, I just didn't quite take him out in time. Okay, luckily I'm okay. I can keep going. It's all a learning curve. It's all.
Freeze.
Take this guy out.
No!
Oh. Get back to the elevator before it closes. No, you bugger. I'm not having a very good time here. I do need to try and fix the controller not showing my buttons, which is weird because it did at the very start. I don't know why it then stopped. I'll try refreshing it and see if that makes a difference. There we go, back. All I did was refresh it. Careful, I've only got 11 cycle ammo. So that tank fight. What this run is showing me is that I need to start practicing on console again, because it does feel different. Oh, terrible. Ninja fight. I kept looking for opportunities to grab that SOCOM ammo. It didn't really work out in my favour. Right, that's the ninja. One ninja down. More stuff to go. Yeah, I think from this Tuesday, I am going to exclusively do console runs from now on. It's way more important that I start practicing on console again. I need to have a look at the controller settings and see if I can just get the last little bits of that set up to my liking. Got those chaff grenades. I should have plenty of chaff grenades this game because I'm not using them in the nuke building. Although I need to work out on easy what the the actual method for doing that is. Little silence. She can't hear me. I'm gonna just run up and whack her. That's the safest way of getting that dog tag. Wasn't quite what I wanted to do, but it worked. Got there. I got there. That's the important thing. I got there and I got the dog tag. It's sorted. We've got it. All right, Mantis coming up. I do have to swap controllers for Mantis. No, I believe from with the way the settings work, I believe I could set it up so that it would do it. That I could do it all from one controller, but it'd take a lot of getting the settings right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn, aim, and now swap controller. And I hope it's all worked.
I cannot read you.
No, it's there. Snake's reloading the M9 really slowly. Anyone else noticing this? I don't know why he's reloading so slowly. I don't remember this being a thing.
You are powerful indeed, but I know your weak point. Meryl, stand right where he can see you and blow your brains out. Stop! Meryl!
Controller drift or something on this second controller, but I just could not aim. I'm gonna have to do this in with the D-pad. Okay, I got there eventually. Whoa! I love the frickin' Mantis theme from Twin Snakes. It's different. Oh, by the way, thank you very much for the raid, Jack. Welcome to the stream, you and your lovely raiders. Oh, sugar. Thanks, Rusi. Oh yeah, split for Mantis. For those just joining in, I'm doing my second ever attempt of all dog tags on easy. This is my first attempt doing it on console. Before this I completed a run on before this I completed a run on I grabbed I grabbed Mantis's dog tag, right? You saw me just pick up Mantis's dog tag, right? Why do I feel like I haven't got Mantis's dog tag? Anyway, so yeah, I did my first emulated run earlier, and figured whilst it was fresh in my head, I'd quickly just get the console version done and out of the way. So I've done it. It's an interesting speedrun. I'll give it that. I can check whether I've got, or whether I grabbed his dog tag or not. Pew 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 pew. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Nick RP stream. 12. I'm on 12 dog tags at the moment. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. 9, 10. 11. So I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did grab it.
Freeze. Don't kill me.
Well, if you like twin snakes, then make sure you check out Summer Games Done Quick this year, where I will be running twin snakes any percent normal difficulty. So not this difficulty, not this category, because I'm currently running all dog tags. I'm still not convinced I got them all. I'm on 13 at the moment. Let me count them through. Three from the heliport. 3 in the tank hangar. That's 6. 2 in the armory. That's 8. 2 in B1. 10. Meryl and Johnny's 12. Yeah, I know I'm right. 13. 13 is correct. I'm not wrong. I'm just going insane, that's all. Oh, not a great oh, she's staying where she is. Shying before she shoots me. That was not a headshot. Oh. Oh, bloody. Yeah, I desperately need more console practice. It is weird going back to console after playing emulator for so long. Missed. One more shot should do it. Oh my days. Oh, come on. He's gonna hide behind the blood pup. Wow, this is dreadful. Phew.
I got her.
Was not what I would normally want from that. But we got it. That's the important thing. I got there in the end. Moving on. I will be submitting to torture. We will not be saving Meryl.
You in?
Now I have the lovely torture. Well, we've skipped the torture section. We now have the lovely prison section where we can take a bit of a rest. Oh. So I must remember there is one. I don't need to get the extra tank hanger guard dog tag because I already grabbed his. And secondly, I do need to go down to the armory. Because there is one more dog tag in the armory to collect. So in here we're just gonna we don't do a lot for Johnny. We just we knock to make sure that he doesn't sneeze, or try and avoid him from sneezing.
Shut up in there, will ya?
Because if he sneezes
Hey.
and he stops to
Hey.
sneeze, then that slows us down a little bit.
Hey. Hey.
Hey. Hey.
Shut up in there, will ya?
Shut up,
Hey.
in there, will you? Hey.
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 Shut up in there, will ya? Hey. Shut up in there, will ya? Hey.
I'd say it's really nice to see so much love for Twin Snakes at the moment. You know, getting into GDQ was great, but the amount of new people I've had watching and following and saying how much they love Twin Snakes. Twin Snakes is kind of the dark horse. It's certainly one of the dark horses of
Damn it.
of the Metal Gear series. You know, it was not received very well. The fandom generally has a disliking for Twin Snakes, as it just doesn't hold up to the original. Don't get me wrong. I am not someone who is going to defend that Twin Snakes is superior to MGS1. It is not at all. It is a better speed run than Metal Gear Solid 1, but the game itself is not. The problem with Twin Snakes is that it is
I'm
the
here.
environments more than anything else. It's the environments of Metal Gear Solid 1 plonked into the Metal Gear Solid 2 engine, and it just doesn't work because Metal Gear Solid 1 Shadow Moses was not designed with the Metal Gear Solid 2 engine in mind. It was designed with the
That's better.
it was designed with Metal Gear Solid 2 in mind. Sorry, it was Shadow Moses was designed with Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 1's gameplay and limitations and controls and all of that. It's why
the hell?
another remake. Hang on, I'm going to do one. Concentrate for this roll. Yeah. That there is called the prison roll. It means we can now get out quicker.
Oh, not again.
I will get shot. I will get shot. It means we can get out quicker, but it also messes with the game's story flags. The game now thinks we're still in prison. There's no gun turrets here, for example. Yeah, the game now thinks we're still in prison, so it's going to skip a cutscene and a codec later on. Let's quickly quit my M9. Here in the armory, I'm going to quickly run round here. Knock that guard out.
Freeze.
Hold this one up.
Please.
Because we need this guy's dog tag. Oh, the elevator's still here. Now we can head up to the top. Normally at this point we would be getting the extra guard's dog tag from the tank hangar, but I got him already because I made a mess of the laser roll. And rather than take a chance at getting the laser roll wrong, which I knew I was going to get it wrong, I agree with Adipai's suggestion there. That if they were to remake,
Who is that? Enemy sighted. Requesting.
that's worrying. I've just lost. My controller's just lost connection.
Over there? In pursuit.
That's never happened before. Certainly not in the middle of a run.
Break!
Unfortunately, my controller still thinks it's connected. Both of my right now, my controller now has disconnected from it. I'll reconnect. Right, good. Okay, we can carry on. That was not ideal. I hope that doesn't happen during the GDQ.
Freeze. Don't kill me.
A little bit of a time loss there, but hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Freeze.
Hold this guard up. Whilst I'm holding this guard up, I actually want to Take out that camera.
Please, don't.
A little bit awkward there. That guard is nowhere near where I'd want him to be. Run over there and
Freeze.
hold him up.
Help.
Grab his. And get out of here. B. Hunsel, welcome. Yes, what Adapai said there is correct. If they're gonna remake it again, they have to do one of two things. They either have to make it exactly the same as the original, just with updated visuals and, you know, a few quality of life changes. Oh, come on, hit him. Oh my god. I got him eventually. That was awkward. For some reason, I don't know why, Snake is reloading the M9 really slowly. It's not something I've ever seen happen before. This game's just being weird. I'm not having a very good time with it. Yeah, with another MGS1 remake, if you update, you know, I've heard people saying, oh yeah, can you imagine what MGS1 would be like with the you know, MGS5's controls? No, it would be awful. MGS1 with MGS5's controls would be terrible because, say, Shadow Moses was not designed for that. Metal Gear Solid 5 was designed for that and works beautifully as a result. Oh. That would be cool. Yeah, I really don't understand that my game is not having a good time today. I don't really know why, but it's fine. Right, so I gotta get ready on the disc swap now. Yes. Swap. You get a lovely view of my crotch, or at least I assume you just get to look at my crotch. In politics. And disc swap successful. All right, a little later than I would have liked. We are on disc 2. So even if, you know, if I do get this one done and I've got all the dog tags, I'm not gonna try and redo it. I'm not gonna try and fix the issues I had. I'll just submit it and leave it at that. I'm not that fussed. Right, start cooking a stun grenade there. Start my next one here. Right down the middle. Ooh, that was nice. Ooh, I threw that one a little too early. So I'm gonna take that guard out. Get my next stun grenade prepared. That was nice. Next stun grenade prepared. Oh, I just got shot there. That was awkward. One more stun grenade to go. Is there a chance of us actually getting any more MGS remakes? It has been 5 years since Metal Gear Survive. You say you want more after Metal Gear Survive? Was Survive not enough? Survive's still going, by the way. It's still you can still play online. There's still stuff going with it. I love Survive. Genuinely, I love Survive. I've learned speedrun for Survive. It's a really fun game. It's just not a Metal Gear game. And it does genuinely have issues. The pacing and some of the combat issues are not great. The only thing that we know that is in active development, and has been for years and years and years and years, is the Metal Gear Solid movie. That is the only Metal Gear related thing that we know is definitely in active development. I say active development, it's not even that, it's not that active. But outside of that, we do not know anything. If you hear rumors or anything on Twitter, I've lost count of how many different events have gone past where we were supposed to have heard about the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. And it's always Metal Gear Solid, it's always Metal Gear Solid 1 or 3. I don't know what the obsession is with the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. I think the only reason for it is because of the gacha machines. They already have some really nice looking cutscenes. So here I'm going to take out that guy with a headshot and throw the stun. Some stinger ammo. MGS2 could still do with. I'd still like to see. I mean, one thing we haven't really discussed on the subject of remakes is whether I even want them. I would like to see remakes of Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake and fuck it, do it all on the same engine and do Ghost Babel as well. Do the trilogy. Someone do a decent remake of Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake and Metal Gear Ghost Babel. That'd be amazing. All using the same engine. It'd be great. Metal Gear Solid 1 is a tricky one because, say, Metal Gear Solid 1's game engine and map very much marry next to each other. You can't have one without the other because otherwise you get Twin Snakes. As much as I love Twin Snakes does not work as a video game. That's not fair. If Twin Snakes had been the original game, Twin Snakes would have been received absolutely fine. It's just there's too many differences from Metal Gear Solid 1. So Metal Gear Solid 1's a funny one as to whether it actually needs a remake or just a remaster doesn't really work for it, I don't think. It would kind of need to be a very heavy remaster. Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 already hold up really well. They hold up amazingly well. The problem with Metal Gear Solid 2 on PC is that it requires a very heavy fan patch for it to work properly, and whilst the game looks great, a lot of the HUD elements and some textures don't look good. I would like to see a proper PC port of the HD version of MGS2. I think that there is some merit in that.
You think you can beat me with that little thing?
Anyway, 9D fight. Everybody's favourite fight. Finally, is a universally loved fight in Twin Snakes. Everyone will tell you it's their favourite fight.
Eat this!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, a little like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is very loud. There you go. You might actually be able to hear me now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. I hate it when he does it. He swings right round. Helicopter got burr. Oh, hey, Glenn. Who's this everyone and how do I slap some sense into them? Let's talk about it. I'm D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm D. Universally beloved boss fight. Because it's so easy to hit with the Stinger. And Stinger's lock-on on this is perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't hit that one, even though I was locked on perfectly. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I get... I can't get a single double shot on him. This has been a terrible Hindy fight. Absolutely atrocious. Okay, we're done. Use the rest of my ammo up to get some extra bullets there. Oh, awful fight. Thank God this is a one and done run. Well, it's only a one and done run if I get all the dog tags. If I miss any, then it's not a one and done run, and I've got to go back and do it again. I push the right buttons as well. Push my buttons. A one and redone. Gotta say, I am a little worried about my controller disconnecting. That was not pleasant. Things I do for this game. Ooh, I started cooking that a little early. But it's good! Don't doubt yourself, Nick. Be confident. Radiate confidence. I am confident. Yeah, confidence. That's all of our grenades. There is a Prozac skip there, which saves a very minute amount of time, but more importantly, it messes up your equipment. So it's not worth doing. Speaking of dumb shit, you can't control you good to do the torture, right? Yes, actually, yeah, I'll be fine to do that. Yeah, I have tested torture on normal, and I'm more than capable. It's really only extreme where torture actually becomes like unbearable. Forgot to roll there. Boba skip sadly is not available in Twin Snakes. We tried very, very hard, but it is not. The actual mechanic of Boba skip about being shot and having your hitbox extend just doesn't exist in Twin Snakes. There is the Prozac skip, which does do this. It does provide the same outcome. Oh, that was a good shot. That was a good shot. Has she turned back round, or is she... I'm gonna just shoot in the arse there. I couldn't quite tell if she'd gone back behind the snowdrift, or whether she was hiding behind the tree. Oh, good finish. All right, pretty good. So yeah, you can still achieve the same thing, i.e., making the hitbox extend using the Prozac skip. Unfortunately, Prozac skip does not work on the same door. It is very strange now in both Metal Gear Solid 1 and in Twin Snakes. We have ways of making Snake's hitbox extend to hit a trigger that you shouldn't be able to hit, and they are used in very different places in both games. Right, blast furnace time. Now this first guard turned and looked. Well, I don't think it's a problem. No, it isn't. I can't. That guard's gonna wander off now. There is a way of distracting that guard and getting him to come downstairs, but it's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky, and this way's much easier. Just leave, go straight back in again, and this guard starts his patrol down here. Do a quick roll, because there's a grate on the floor that we don't want to get hit by, and then get it and go again. It's a little bit slower having to go out and come back in again, but in the long run, it's just way easier. The same time save. Oi, Snake, shoot him. There we go. Get my stinger ready for the next fight. Not a lot going on now. Getting ready for Raven. Raven's position is a bit awkward on easy. I can say wholeheartedly now, I can say I don't like easy difficulty. There's just some really annoying things about it. But tonight's my first time actually doing easy difficulty. I've done every other difficulty of Twin Snakes. I've just never touched easy. I've never really seen the point. And this is the first time I've ever done an all dog tags run of a difficulty before doing any percent. To this day, I have not done an any percent. Well, technically, all dog tag runs are any percent because you're still achieving the same thing. I could still submit these dog tag runs as any percent on the leaderboards. Obviously, they wouldn't be very competitive, but they'd still be valid, I think. So for Raven, we're going to go all the way over to the. We're going to turn around and go all the way to the right here. Get all up in his face, a little too up in his face. There you go, that's Raven. Alright, we come to some of the trickier dog tags in the run here. The first one is Ravens, which is actually really easy. Thankfully, in Twin Snakes, there's no having to take out enemies non-lethally to get their dog tags. I actually don't think that's a thing. It's not a thing with dog tags in both Twin Snakes and MGS2. There's nothing in MGS2 that says you have to take out a boss non-lethally to get their dog tag. It's only MGS3 where they started introducing that. Anyway, first room here. Gonna hold this guard up. Gonna get him to Oh, balls. I've made a mess of this. I was not meant to shoot him. I'm going to take a death. It's quicker than going out and going back in again. I was not meant to shoot him. I was meant to shoot the wall next to him. Wait for him to move. Hold this guy up. Aim at his head. Get him to turn around. Kill him. Grab his dog tag. And now hold him up. There, that's much better.
Please,
Take his dog tag. And get out. There we go. Second time's the charm. That is one of the most difficult rooms in the game. I'd argue that the most difficult room in the game is this one. Though it's not too bad on this difficulty. The main problem with this room is that every single piece of flooring makes a noise. The guards can hear you coming up behind them a mile off. Now, luckily on easy, it's not too bad. What I did find, I can't do this run effectively for very easy on console, because on the Japanese version of Twin Snakes, which is what I'm playing right now on console, Snake will kill any guard with one shot with the SOCOM. For this guard, I'm going to shoot him once, I'm going to shoot him again, and then hold him up here. Take his dog tag. And then for this guard's a little further away now. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to shoot. I'm going to wait for him. There we go, and daze him. If he shoots... Just knock him. There we go. If you shoot a guard's exclamation mark or question mark above their head, it will daze them, like that just happened. It's really useful in dog tags, but that's the first guard. I did it on my previous run on emulator. That's the first guard I've ever actually used that technique on. Because it's a little bit slow. Ideally, you want to shoot the question mark the moment they first spot it, but it can be a little difficult. So thankfully, you can just wait for the exclamation mark to follow. Throw the grenade at the rat. Oh, it fell in the drainage ditch all the way over there. That's awkward. There we go. All right, before we head up, we do now need to go back to the warehouse, because there's two guards in the warehouse that have now spawned, and they both have dog tags. It is not worth going and doing the first card and then coming back to the warehouse and freezing the key. It still takes longer. When you're getting these two guys dog tags, you are only in here for about 30 seconds. These two guys are really quick. So you're wasting like 30 seconds trying to get them. So hold this guy up, get his. Run down here, hold this guy up, get his, and out again. So if we come in here with the key to freeze it, we'd then be sitting around waiting in there for another 35 seconds, which is a waste of time. That guard is still alive because we leave the room quicker than his death animation completes. Because we shoot him in the head, he dies very slowly. When you shoot a guard in the head, they have a very slow death animation, and they're not counted as dead until they actually hit the floor and have stopped moving. It's why you can kill some guards in MGS2 and it not count. Okay. In Metal Gear Solid 2, if you're watching someone do a non-lethal run, if they're doing a big boss run, you may notice they lethally take out some of the guards in the guard rush and the tanker, and that's because the final 3 guards that rush you down, as long as you shoot them in the head, the cutscene starts before the game considers them to be dead, so they don't count as kills. Little interesting little fact for you there. Because it takes so long for that animation to play out. And I say that guard there is exactly the same. So if you've not seen Twin Snakes before, you might be thinking, what's he talking about? You coming back here? He's got to go back to the warehouse to freeze the key. What's he talking about? It's quicker to go back. What's going on? Thankfully, Twin Snakes does away with the whole backtrack for freezing and heating the key. Rather than go back, instead we just run around to this side of the building. Drop down here. You'll see there's two pipes on the wall there. One is a cold pipe, so we'll shoot the cold pipe, instantly freezes the PAL key, and now we'll head back up. Stair gliding. That guard's position is not great on the floor, but it is what it is. So yeah. Twin Snakes does a really good job of getting rid of that horrible backtracking section. Twin Snakes pacing overall is a lot better than Metal Gear Solid 1. Insofar that I used to do a race against House, which if we did that race now thanks to the Prozac skip, I'd trounce him even more. Which is Metal Gear Solid. We used to do a Metal Gear Solid remake very easy race. He would play Metal Gear Solid 1 PC very easy. I would play Twin Snakes emulator very easy. World records are similar times for both. They both have very similar times. House would do all bosses, I should point out. Metal Gear Solid 1 very easy. Oh, sugar. Metal Gear Solid 1 very easy. Metal Gear Solid 1 PC has very different, any percent and all bosses runs. Twin Snakes is much closer to an all bosses run. So he'd do, he'd do MGS 1 PC, very easy, all bosses. I would do Twin Snakes, very easy, any percent, just the equivalent. And even though House had access to so much stuff, he can on PC, on MGS1 PC, you can skip cutscenes and codecs instantly. There's no loading time for cutscenes. So whereas on this, you see me skipping cutscenes, but you see the start of the cutscene play out. None of that on PC. You just hold X and you instantly skip through cutscenes. Codecs, you just hit escape or start, and the codec just immediately ends. You don't have to mash through it or anything like that. You just push a button and it instantly ends. Twin Snakes, we don't have that. So, you've got all that against us. But the pacing of the game is so good that Twin Snakes wins every time. Nearly every time. We've had some very close calls before. The main one is hang on. Still not used to holding two buttons to open the codec. Or close it again for that matter. So while we're waiting. All right, time for Rex. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. Oh, didn't lock on. 1, 2, 3. Good. All right, now we have the Grey Fox speech. So going back to the race that we did, on very easy, you also have access on PC. Very easy for MGS1. You also have access to the area reloader, which saves a lot of time on all bosses for MGS1. One such trick that you can do with the area reloader is you can skip the Nikita completely. On very easy using the area reloader, you do not need the Nikita. You do not fire the Nikita down to destroy the electrical box. Even with all that, Twin Snakes manages to pull it back. And it is, MGS1 is ahead the entire time until the power key sequence, and then Twin Snakes just overtakes.
There you are!
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. I didn't even need to equip my rations in that second bit. Fight is much closer to very easy than normal on easy difficulty. My God, I hope I've got all the dog tags, because if I haven't, I don't want to do this again. Last dog tag, liquids. We now have all of the dog tags in the game. I'm gonna try and get Liquid to go over into that corner. Oh. Gerald is a who? I'm sure I have butchered that pronunciation. Thank you very much for the follow. Try and get a... Oh, failed to get a lottery roll in, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to do this the old-fashioned way with a nice spin and repeat. It's a little slow, but it's very consistent. There we go. I'll stop getting hit by now. There we go. That's liquids. As I say, that should be all of the dog tags.
Hurry!
I'll take the wheel. Uh-oh, a surveillance camera.
I don't know if I get my dog tags back. 28. Yeah, I've got them all. Well, 28 dog tags on easy. So yeah, assuming like the game doesn't crash or something, this is going to be a valid run. This is the world record by default. No one has ever done this category before. No one has ever done easy dog tags on console.
Snake, climb in. Let's go. Use the weapon while you fire that machine gun.
Oh,
Shoot back with it, Snake.
that wasn't great. And that will probably be my time with easy difficulty over. So it's a really weird hybrid of very easy and normal, and it's
Here they come!
it's not. It's just annoying. There's just a couple of bits of it that are annoying. One more set of guards.
Here they come!
Must remember to turn blood off next time. Blood does lower the frame rate. Final fight against Liquids. This fight is very, very similar to MGS1. Actually, it's almost identical. Oh, got him. Didn't get him there, but I will get that shot. Good goods. 2 more hits. 1 more hit. And that is the game. I will stop the timer when the nuclear weapon stat text comes up, because that is when the IGT in-game actually stops. And then that's it. I already know that I have all the dog tags. We will verify it properly at the end, though. Don't you worry about that. time 109.47 RTA. But that is just RTA. That is just RTA. IGT will be lower than that, I think, because there are some points where it doesn't count. So we do have to sit and watch through the credits. I don't have to mute the credits for you guys because I'm recording the audio separately. I just mute the audio. Mute the audio on my end, so I can't hear the music, but you guys can hear the music. Yeah, that is back to back this evening. Easy dog tags on emulator, easy dog tags on console. Both are world records because they've barely been touched before. It's a weird. There's plenty of time saving both of them. If anyone's interested in a relatively free world record and you can already run Twin Snakes, these won't be difficult to beat. So go for it. But it's good to have got them done. It was simply that I've been running very easy dog tags for a while now. I haven't done very easy dog tags on console yet, but say there's a good reason for that. So there is on my console version is I have the Japanese console version, and on the Japanese version on very easy, if you shoot a guard with the SOCOM, they will die in one hit no matter where you hit them. So the trick that I did in the underground base with that first guard, where I shot him twice as I approached him to stop him from seeing me, and then held him up. You can't do that on the Japanese version of Very Easy. You can do it on the US version of Very Easy. Can't do it on the Japanese version of Very Easy. So I need to figure out a different way. I'd have to daze him. It's the only way of getting around that guard. You'd have to daze him. Yeah. That's now because I'd learned Very Easy. I then learned normal. This last week, I've submitted my first normal run. I think it was last night actually. I did my first ever a normal dog tags run. Only on emulator. I haven't done a console run of that yet. Janko001, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Nick RP stream. So it's been absolutely amazing playing Twin Snakes lately and getting loads of new people joining in and showing their love for Twin Snakes. It's nice to see some love for this game, which a lot of the community hates. So thank you all very much. I am actually very close now to 900 followers. So if you're not following and want to do me a favor and get me a little bit closer to that, then throw us a follow. That was 890. Janko, you are my 890th follower. So thank you so much for that. Absolutely wonderful. Say, if I can get to my hope is I can get to 900 before GDQ, and then following on from success at GDQ, see how quick I can then get to 1,000. If I can get to 1,000 before the end of the year, I'll be really pleased. It's gonna be amazing. But wait and see what happens. So I did that normal. I did a normal run. That normal dog tags run is available on YouTube. So if you're watching the VODs, you should be able to find it quite easily. That was also world record because normal dog tags has never been done on emulator. It has been done on console by Plywood. Plywood holds the console world record, but again, it's the only run of it on there. Twin Snakes dog tags hasn't been looked at very much. So because I already knew Very Easy and I then learnt normal and I understood there was only one dog tags difference for easy. There is one. If compared to Very Easy, Easy has one more dog tag. Compared to normal, it has one less dog tag. And all of the dog tags are in the same locations. The guard's position in the room might be slightly different because of the way their patrols alter on the different difficulties, but it's the same guards every time. So I figured as I now knew very easy and I now knew normal, it should be pretty easy to just throw an easy run together and just do it. And that's what I've done. Thrown 2 easy runs together. I've got world record for both of them, and I can leave this difficulty alone. Going forwards from here, up until GDQ, I will be practicing any percent normal on console. I've been doing any percent normal on emulator for quite a while. I do now need to switch to console because it does feel a little bit different. I need to see if I can find out what the issue with some of the things that happened in that run. Snake was reloading the M9 very slowly. I don't know why that was. And then there was that one point in the canyon where my controller, my controller's Bluetooth just disconnected, which was not helpful. So hopefully that doesn't happen at GDQ or ever again. I'd suggest, it makes me think maybe I should buy a second retro blue just to be on the safe side, but it's not really worth it. Because I've only just bought this retro blue that I've got is relatively new. I only bought it couple of months ago.
To be ruled by your genes.
Best
Humans can
controller peripheral I've ever bought, because it's a controller peripheral that I bought and it got me into GDQ.
Programmed or not isn't important. The important thing is that you choose
final thing to note is I'm still accepting donations to help me get to GDQ. The chat bot just made a mention of it. If you would like to help out with my travel and stuff to get to GDQ, because it's not cheap getting from the UK to the US, then please drop us a donation. £345 has been raised mainly last weekend, so huge thank you to everyone who did donate for that. But anything else, especially if we can get to £400 for the next milestone, that'd be amazing. If we get to £400, I have to wear a tuxedo during my run at GDQ if the tuxedo incentive gets met. It's not just Snake who wears a tuxedo, I gotta wear one, but only if we get that number down in the bottom right hand corner to £400.
Nobody knows who I really am.
Well, we're going to see what the actual IGT is in a second, and that's the important time.
But he's been disposed of.
Have to wait for Ocelot to shut up.
Yes, Liquid is dead. The inferior one was the winner after all.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one.
Yes, the final
too.
plot twist.
Yes, sir.
The final plot twists, where it is revealed that when Liquid was talking about getting all of the Big Boss's inferior genes and Solid getting all of the inferior? What's the opposite of inferior? Superior. Getting all of the superior genes is actually the other way round. Liquid inherited all of the superior genes. He was the superior clone.
Yes, sir. I understand. The surveillance will continue.
It's all what's in your mind. Think about what's going on in your head.
Yes.
Get your head in the game.
Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
And of course, the final revelation that Ocelot's been talking to the President of the United States. 10716 is my final IGT. So I'm just going to lock in the times on live split and just quickly update my final live split time to match 10716. 716. There we go. So from there, before we're not quite done just yet, all I gotta do is save it. So I'll save the game. Memory card slot A. I'll go on a new file. So no, it's file 2 normal. Remember, I'm playing the Japanese version of the game, which is why I've said that this is an easy run, but the save has been on normal. Japanese difficulties are named differently. So what we've got to do now is just go back to the main menu, into the special menu, dog tag viewer, slot A, load up that save that we just created, normal. And when we go to normal, we see 100% of all dog tags were collected. Cool, there we go. I'd say that is the world record for for all dog tags on easy, not normal, say Japanese version, for console. Thank you very much for watching. If you've been watching the VODs here on YouTube, go check me out live, twitch.tv/NickRPGreen. So give us a follow. I'm very close to 900 followers. And of course, don't forget, I am running Twin Snakes. Twin Snakes console normal any percent at SGDQ in less than a month's time. It's going to be amazing. So thank you for watching.